riots or fights by the foreigners with the local people, and local people have complained that suddenly some foreigners have started living in our area, especially the companies from Asian countries, right? They have come in huge numbers to India. They set up offices in some remote location, and there have been a lot of fights with the local people. So the police said, we never aware that 500 people suddenly have come to India and they are sitting in my jurisdiction. So the police have told RBI that we need to know if such foreigners are coming to India, we need to track them, we need to monitor them, and what are they doing basically, and that's how DGP is there. After having got permission, within 5 working days, you are supposed to file a report to DGP. So that's a big issue. Every year, annual report is there of DGP in Annexure 3. Complete details, where they have gone, whom they have met, where they travelled, which airlines they have taken to travel to where, whom they have met, what business was conducted, which government department they have met, whom they have met in government department, which visas they are coming in. So very detailed 3 or 4 page form, almost impossible to comply, but this is information they are asking DGP. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there any due date to file the
There is a problem with project office, there is no due date to file this. They say you should file at the end of the period, so we assume before 31st December you should do it ideally, or by 30th September when you are doing the annual activity certificate. That's the ideal time to do it. You have mentioned the last due date of filing is uncertain. If you see the last line. And this is on the form 49C. It's a very detailed form. It's like killing yourself if you are going to file this form. And you are going to have your own, you are asking for your own 148 notice to be issued by yourself when you give this information.
Penalty is not provided for.
Huh?
49C is not filed, penalty is not provided.
Unfortunately, a very nice question, there is no penalty. Which most of the consultants are advising, don't file it. But there are ways where you can file it but don't disclose it. That is more better actually. We will not go on the issues because most of them are covered actually. The closure, as you say, it's a very laborious process. It takes 6 months to sometimes even 2 years. And the last part is on the FRRO, right? FRRO is something where any foreigner who comes to India on visa which is more than 180 days or more than 6 months, they need to report within 14 days to FRRO office of that city. They call something called a blue book, and that book is called a residential permit. It's a mandatory requirement. You need to go to the CID branch in Mumbai with all these documents, and they will give you the residential permit. With this, you have a benefit where suppose they check into a 5-star hotel in Delhi, from Mumbai they go, or they travel in an airline. If they don't have this residential permit, they have to travel in foreign currency, they have to pay in foreign currency. Even in the hotel, they have to pay in foreign currency. If they have this FRRO permit, they can pay it in Indian rupee. A lesser fee or lesser charge is there if you have a residential permit. And the last slide is on India has signed social security arrangements. Certain countries don't have to pay provident fund. These are the 9 countries. I am not sure it's fully updated, but I think this is the latest list. Where 9 countries employees who are in India need not register under the PF Act and need not pay the PF as per Indian law, which is now mandatory actually. Right? Friends, thank you for your patience, and I hope I have answered all of them. But still, if you have maybe another 5 minutes, it's 5:10, maybe another 5-7 minutes, I can take few questions. Thank you.
चालू करते हैं
Yeah.
Representative office or say liaison office is not supposed to carry on any commercial activity of maybe
Right.
buying, selling of goods or anything, can they make import of material for their own purpose? Let's say making of furniture in the liaison office, and can they apply for IEC code against which they can import this material?
They will use the furniture for their own office, right?
Exclusively for
There's no
their own
problem.
office.
It's not a commercial activity.
It's not a commercial.
It's allowed, there's no problem.
But later on at the closure, can they transfer this goods rather than furniture or these capital items, let's say equipments and all, to the head
Yeah,
office?
with prior approval of RBI, they can do it. There is no restriction. But it's not a commercial activity.
It's not.
It's allowed. Yeah, you have some? Yeah.
So, how do we go about when you want to convert an LO to a BO?
In case of a LO to BO, you need to file once again Form FNC, go to your banker, and then through your banker apply to RBI. RBI will allow you to convert from LO to BO. But larger issue is in income tax, because BO is taxable. So if you are in between, then you may have to file two different returns, or it will be a very confusing situation unless you don't time it correctly.
Okay. So I don't have to shut down the LO and open a new BO. I can
No, RBI is allowing you to convert. They don't want you to close down LO and then apply fresh FNC for a BO. They are allowing conversion.
Okay.
Reporting to DGP is applicable to foreign countries.
To
DGP, police.
I think it is applicable. I am not very sure, but it is applicable to every foreign entity. Do you have any other view on that? I think it should be applicable because intention is to monitor activities of a foreigner in India. So I believe it should be applicable.
Hinesh bhai, when you are going for FRRO, when we go for FRRO, you are supposed to submit lot of documents.
Right.
Now typically, when you are just landed, you will land up in a hotel and hotel issues a certificate based on which you complete the FRRO.
Right.
And then you shift to a permanent
Resident.
residency elsewhere. Now, are you required to do that change of address also?
Practically, you are supposed to do it.
Theoretically, it is okay.
Theoretically, it is okay, but let me tell you, see, I will
What
tell
is
you.
the risk here?
See, I will tell you, FRRO requires your leave license agreement or a long lease agreement with a hotel. No hotel will give you a letter to register in FRRO. So it is practically not possible unless there is a guest house which we have hired for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and he knows you so well, then only you, because you need a letter from him. FRRO simply I cannot say room number 101 or room number 420 of a hotel. That will not allow.
5 stars hotel do issue.
Yeah, but
a
there is a
letter,
lease.
if you give them a say that they will stay for 15 days.
Correct, correct. So,
15 days is what they are generally looking at as a business proposal.
okay.
So they issue one form, but after that the change is there. So
Practically it is, and theoretically it is required, I don't know practically.
what are the downside risks? What is the, if it is found to be incorrect, any penal consequences?
I don't think, maybe under Bombay Police Act or under something, there must be something, but I am not aware.
Sir, just one question.
Yeah.
So let's say a foreign company has its Indian customers and some of its employees come down to India to cater to the needs of the Indian company. Then does the FO foreign company have to register as a branch in India?
Can you say again?
So a foreign company has some Indian customers. Now to cater to the needs of Indian customers, it deputes certain employees to India. And so does foreign company have to set up a branch in India?
No, business visits are not required to set up a branch in India. They can come any number of times. Unless you want that a dedicated office in India. See, I can sell more product when I am buying a mobile phone. If that office, that company does not have any service agent in India or office in India, who will buy such product? Same way, if they do not have an office where I can go and talk to them, very difficult to sell a product. But if I am selling one-time product, then there is no need. I can visit any number of times India, meet my customers and go away. I don't need an office here.
Do you render professional and consultancy services?
Yeah, that's not required.
So you require branch only if you want to have a property in India. immovable property.
No, no, no. If you want to be a permanent resident of that country, you want to show your customer that I am always available to you, you operate out of that, then you need a branch. Otherwise not a- Behind St. Xavier's College, CID branch 2 I think. They run Bhavan Theatre, St. Xavier's College.
Is it an annual exercise, FRRO?
No, no. It is I think issued for 3 years or something.
1 year only.
1 year?
1 year.
But renewal is very easy. It's not a problem.
I understand it's been a long day for all you participants. Despite that, the session that Hinesh Bhai dealt with has been a very interactive session with all queries coming from your practical experiences. And the insights that Hinesh Bhai has given us on this entire topic has been exhaustive and comprehensive. For his coverage of the topic, I request all of you to extend your hands and give him a shout. With that, we end our day today and we meet tomorrow morning for the next round. Thank you.